Welcome back, champions. Got a question for you. What could cause you to never start? What could cause you to remain in park and never realize your dream, goals, or ideas? I got something for you. I'm Chris Gloss with Step Outside Your Comfort Zone, where I help people remove the obstacles that stand in the way from where they are to where they want to be. I want to talk to you today about finding your voice. Now, I believe finding your voice is the most critical thing into achieving any level of success, because I believe that there's a tribe out there looking for you. And your energy, your vibe will attract your tribe. But in order for that to happen, you got to find your own voice. You cannot be a duplicate of anybody else. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the things that stand in the way from you being able to get on this journey to finding your own voice. What are some of those obstacles? What are some of those things that's standing in the way? So one of the things that stop most people from beginning the process of finding their own voice is they are too concerned with what other people may think or say. Being judged or being criticized is not something that most people are waking up in the morning looking forward to doing. You don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, let me find a couple of people to judge me on my appearance, judge me on my voice, judge me on my work, judge me on the practice. You're not going to find many people waking up in the morning eager to get judged and evaluated by other people. But at the same time, if you fear what other people think or say, you will never begin the process of finding your own voice, which means that you will never get in the rhythm to finding out who your target audience is, who's looking for your message, whose pain can you heal, whose problem you can solve. You'll never get to it because you're too concerned about what other people will say. That could possibly stand in the way from you ever beginning the process of finding your own voice? Are you a serial consumer? What do I mean by that? Are you in the process of being in consumption mode? You're consuming the content of everyone else. I mean, you're going from conference to conference, webinar to webinar, video to video, content to content, class to class, course to course. And you're so involved with what everybody else is doing, you're listening to the voice of other people, but you're not engaging your own voice. You're not doing anything with the work. See, you're not going to find your own voice by just listening to other people. You're not going to find your own voice by thinking about finding your voice. You're not going to find your voice by reading the books, listening to the audios, attending the seminars. You're going to find tips, tools, and techniques that could help you. But until you get involved in the doing aspect of it, you're not going to find it, because there are some things that just happens when you stumble, when you fail, and when you fall. Here's something I want you to write down in your notes, something great by John Maxwell. He has a book entitled Fail Forward. Now, you cannot be afraid of failing. Failing is part of the process. Failing is part of the learning. Now, your coaching, your mentorship, and finding somebody to model after, all those things can reduce the season of struggle. Yes, but you're still going to have to go through it. Why? Because there's just things that you're going to learn in that process that's going to be so valuable for you, not in the moment, but for the future. So you cannot stay in consumption mode. You got to switch gears, got to flip on that light switch so that you can get into action mode and go ahead and learn your lessons. I remember one time a great friend shared with me, he got involved inside of the insurance industry. And as soon as he passed, his first words to me were, I cannot wait to hurry up and get a bunch of no's. I said, wait a minute. Aren't you looking forward to get a bunch of yeses? He said, yeah, but the no's are what's going to help me get a bunch of yeses later. I can get all the challenges, the hard times knocked out early. By the more no's I get, I will find more yeses eventually. So it's that kind of mindset. You got to get involved in the doing so that you can protect your process. The third thing that kind of stands in the way from people starting the journey of finding their own voice. Here's a question for you. Are you addicted to excuses? Personal question, just between me and you. No one else is listening. No one else is watching. Just between me and you, I want you to answer that question. Are you addicted to excuses? Do you find yourself saying, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. What in the world? How do they expect you to do this? Find yourself saying that? Well, listen. Back in the day, that would be perfectly appropriate for a reason to be staying where you are, to be stuck in the start position, but not now. You got all kind of ways to find out information. You need to enroll into YouTube University. You can get the answer to anything you're looking for how to do. Google it. So if you're addicted to excuses, finding reasons to stay where you are, you got to get out of that place. It's been said that excuses are the tools of the incompetent used to build bridges that go absolutely nowhere. We got to get out of that place. Excuses is not going to be the thing that help us cross the bridge over to finding our own voice. Now, I will create a video that talks more about finding your own voice later. Right now, I just want to talk about those things that stand in the way from us getting out there and beginning to learn the process of how to discover our own voice. Discover the thing that makes us unique from everybody else. The thing that separates from everybody else is finding our own voice. But I do want to share with you a few things for your consideration. Now that's very important to me, for your consideration. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you you should do it. I'm not even asking you to trust me on this. I just want to share some things with you for your consideration about getting outside your comfort zone and beginning this process of finding your own voice. I got 3 quick questions for you. The first question, what are your thoughts about live streaming? Now, in 2020, when this pandemic hit, I found out something very interesting by watching others, by participating in challenges. Live streaming is a great way to find your voice, especially daily live streaming. It's a great way to flush out your content. It's a great way to pull out what's your real message, who's your real target audience, because what's happening is in the process of doing, you're putting everything in you out for examination in front of your own eyes. Don't worry about the audience. You're going to find your audience. Matter of fact, in the process of learning how to master YouTube, someone said something very wise that I really enjoy. They said, forget about your first 100 videos. Just go ahead and make them. Because in that first 100, you will find your voice. In that first 100, you will find your rhythm. In that first 100, you will find your audience, your content, everything you're looking for, you will find in that first 100 videos. So it's about just getting out there doing it. Well, you don't understand, Chris. I'm afraid of live streaming. I understand that fear. But it's about feeling the fear and do it anyway. Now, there's several things that we can do to overcome that fear. I invite you to reach out to me, and I will invite you to a very special community where you can live stream without going in front of the public. And this will allow you to still live stream, grow your wings so you can fly, you could soar, and you can go ahead and tackle your population of the people that you're trying to attract. Your vibe will attract your tribe, yes, but you're going to have to learn about how to tap into that vibe, and live streaming is a perfect way to do it. The second question I have for you for your consideration is, are you willing to sacrifice who you are so that you can become who you are supposed to be? So it's about sacrificing who you are now, all your hangups, all your fears, all your concerns, everything that has you standing where you are, everything that has you cemented inside of your comfort zone. Are you willing to sacrifice who you are so you can become? What do I mean by that? Are you willing to take that first step today? I'm not talking about waiting till the new year kicks in. I'm talking about right now. Are you willing to make a commitment to yourself? Are you willing to make a commitment to your dreams, your goals, your ideas, to go ahead and bring your special stuff out? You have a very unique perspective on things that other people could benefit from. Don't look at the landscape and determine, hey, well, who wants to hear from me? They have all these wonderful people, all these great thought leaders. Forget about that. They cannot reach everyone. That's why they invest in marketing, because they cannot reach everyone with their message alone. There is a group of people, there is a tribe that's waiting for you. There are people that's waiting to hear your voice, hear your perspective, hear your solutions. And until you begin to step out there and get out of who you are so that you could become who you're supposed to be, until you get outside that comfort zone, you will remain in park. Are you willing to sacrifice that and say, hey, you know what? Forget about all this. I am going to step out and get my message to my tribe, wherever they are in this global world. The third thing I want to share with you for your consideration: how important is your goal? How important is your vision to you? The thing that you know you ought to be doing. That thing when you're sitting down watching TV that's calling you in your mind and in your heart. That thing you know you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes you find yourself just saying, I know there must be more to life than this. Have you ever said that before? Have you ever inquired within, I know there has to be more to my life than this. I am talented, I am blessed, I have something to say, I help people all the time, people call me for advice. There has to be more to life than just what I'm experiencing right now. How important is it for you to bring that vision to pass? Is it important enough to cancel Netflix? Is it important enough to go ahead and push aside non-productive activities so you can pour more into yourself, to make more investments into yourself? How important is this vision that's in you? Now, if it's not important at all, then just keep doing what you're doing. If you're happy and content with life for the way it is, keep what you're doing. No one's going to push you and force you to live your dreams or to manifest your vision and your reality that's on the inside of you. You're just going to have to get to a point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Doggone it, you're going to have to be willing to say enough. Enough of this. I'm moving forward. I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. My dream, my goal, my vision is too important, Chris. You don't understand. Well, get moving. Get moving. I want you to think about these 3 questions I shared with you for your consideration, and let me know in the comments below which one resonated with you most. Well, champion, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for this time that you spent with me. Do me a huge personal favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button below and share this video with about 3 friends. Share it with 3 people that it could help them begin the process of getting unstuck. Can you do that for me? Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you over in the next video. But until we meet in that next video, go ahead and watch one of these videos right here. They're good.